Yeah, kia ora. I'm sitting outside here. It's a pleasant enough warm evening here in Christchurch, and Saturday night, and I started working on my bone lure, my Pā Kahawai, and I realised I forgot that I was making a video about it, so I'll show you what I've done so far. So what I've done, if you can see here on the head of the lure, I've sanded out a groove or a notch. Well, not even a notch. I've sanded out a portion of the head of it, and then I got this Paua shell I found on the beach recently, and I cut a chunk out of that. 1 + 1 = 2. There's the piece that I've cut out. I sanded off a bit of the ridge on the front here, flattened it off on the back, and we can see when we sand it those pearlescent colours come through. Those were this section here. So I'm quite looking forward to polishing up this side, seeing how it goes. Now, why have I done that? Well, this piece here will fit in there like that. A wee bit of epoxy in there to cement it and trim it to shape. Now, those of you with good eyes will have noticed that the bone is wider than the Paua. That's okay. If you remember right back in my first video, I said that I thought it was too fat and that it was easier to take material off than add it to it. So I haven't quite come to the final shape here. I got a bit carried away with just practicing smoothing off the bone and things last weekend. What I may do is do something similar on the tail end here as well, so that there's something iridescent and attractive to the kahawai or the barracuda as they're swimming along and see this thing going through the water. Yeah, so if they're coming from underneath, the head end will be bright, and if they're coming from on top, the tail end will be bright. This will allow me to maintain a reasonable thickness of of bone, keeping the strength in the lure. Yeah, so that's my plan for this lure. It is a nice warm night here in Christchurch, but it's supposed to turn to southerly this evening. My wee inflatables open top. I don't really fancy going trolling in the lower Waimakere area in a southerly. It's not dangerous, it's just not comfortable. Although I do want to get a bit of baseline data of how trolling works, so I can compare that to when this one gets in the water. I'm thinking the challenge will be have this one on one line and the when it's finished, and a commercially made lure on the other, and see how they go. Remembering this one will be on a harakeke line. I'm a dreadful rower, so I'm not going to try and do it the same way our ancestors did it, but I'll just troll along at a couple of knots in the wee boat and see how we go. So anyway, that's enough from me. It's Saturday night. You've got better things to be doing than watching me. Any feedback if you've made any lures? I've googled YouTube and typed in Pā Kahawai making one. As far as I know, my previous video is the only one on YouTube. If you've got any experience making these sorts of lures, please reach out. If you've got lures of what you've made, please share them with me. I think my email address is on my profile. If you don't want to make it so public, I understand. If it's not, let me know in a comment and I'll add it to it. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Enjoy your Saturday night. Ka kite. Take care.